Hello, I'm Dave, and this is the California broadcast on 3D games. Now, first game I'm going to give you on a review of the 3D aspect is going to be Resistance 3. Right off the bat, in fact, this is my first review of a 3D game on California Pop Broadcast, and I'm going to give it, right off the bat, a 10 out of 10. Let me tell you why. I have played a couple of 3D games, quite a few before I actually got Resistance 3, and they have been great. And then I got Resistance 3, and I was just amazed. I was, wow, how can a game be so damn good 3D? It was like I was actually at a movie theater with the glasses. I was impressed. It was absolutely fantastic. It is probably the best 3D game I have in my large collection. Now, with that said, when you're playing it, you get so immersed into, the main character's quest to, try to do what he's doing in the storyline. I'm not going to get into all that, but it really immerses you into the struggle. It really makes you feel like something desperate is going on because you are right there. Every time you go outside, you're dodging ashes and you're dodging debris and things that are flying around. It is unbelievable just how much stuff is in 3D at you all the time. It is a fantastic display of what a game developer, when they actually want to put 3D into a game, can do. If you're on the fence about getting a 3D TV, you got to get one. You will not be disappointed. And if you're a gamer and you're on the fence, there's no question about it. Hope the economy, spend the money and get yourself a 3D TV. First game you get, Resistance 3. You will not be disappointed. It's like playing like Half-Life. Almost it's kind of the same type of game because the story, in my opinion, is strong and it's there. Now, on Resistance 3, I actually had to go out and I had to get Resistance 1 and 2 because the story is so good. I wanted to find out how it actually started. So I went and I got the first one and the second one. And even though they are not 3D, the fact of the matter is that playing the third one just makes it like an epic conclusion. Really, really good. Now, I hope that Insomniac does not drop this franchise. I hope that they pick it up, and in fact, what I would really like to see is, instead of an alternate universe of the 1950s, I hope they would bring back the Resistance universe in today's modern times. It would be fantastic to see how we as the nation deals with it. But go out, spend the money, help the franchise so they don't close it down, so they continue to keep Resistance going. A fantastic game. Insomniac, you did a beautiful job on Resistance 3, despite what I read in the forums. I'm a fan. You made yourself a fan with me, absolutely. And the 3D was fantastic. Go out and get it. Support the franchise. In the meantime, go to myresistance.net and check out Global Resistance. Computer game, it's a strategy game, had nothing to do with 3D, but it's a fun game. Again, support them. That is my take on Resistance 3. It is a 10 out of 10. The second game I'm going to give is Killzone 3. Now, I don't have a box cover to hold up and show you, but Killzone 3 was a great game. The 3D was not as impressive. I will give Killzone 3 single player an 8 out of 10. I thought they could have done a lot more, given it a lot more depth and a lot more oomph as far as the 3D was concerned. They could have made a lot more detailed with things popping out at you that they didn't seem to do. In fact, towards the end of Killzone 3 is when you actually got some really cool effects. But what happened to the rest of the game? There was no oomph in it. There was no wow factor like I got in Resistance 3. I would give Killzone 3 3D an 8 out of 10 for the 3D aspect. Funny though is that the multiplayer on Killzone 3, I'm going to give that 8-9 out of 10. I think personally that the multiplayer was actually better than the single player 3D aspect. I don't know if they gave it a little bit more love and they showed it a little bit more attention, but in my opinion, well, first off, multiplayer Killzone 3's multiplayer is fantastic. It's better than Resistance 3's multiplayer. But as far as the 3D is concerned, Resistance 3 multiplayer 3D a 10 out of 10, just like the single player. Killzone 3 multiplayer a 9 out of 10, better in my opinion than the single player, an 8 out of 10. Those are the two games I'm reviewing for you guys. I do know that in October they will be bringing out the Killzone trilogy, which I'm hoping all of them are going to be in 3D. 1, 2, and 3. That would be fantastic. Until then, though, we will talk to you guys later. If you have any comments, please leave them. And besides that, you guys have a great day. We will talk to you on the next California Pop broadcast. Until then, support our troops.